The fuck, yo? Ah, damn it, I swore. Don't know what the I can't talk without swearing. Whatever. Don't know what the fuck just happened, yo. My computer just like crashed on me. Not good, yo. This is the second time like turning on my capture card has made my fucking computer crash, which is not good. Don't know why that happened. Kind of weird. Welcome back. Yeah, dude. Don't know what the fuck that was. Like my computer just died on me. Hope it wasn't too terrible with tech issue. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck dude. I don't. Computers are so goddamn expensive, yo. I really don't want to have to deal with like another issue with my computer. I do not like computer issues, and I definitely don't want to have to like replace another part. Floof? Say floof? Say it? Okay, I did. I said it. You now owe me $700. $783.96 to be exact. That's how much I charge to say random bullshit. But you know what? For you, Galen, it's I'll give you a discount. All right. I'll do it for 73 cents. I don't know what I'm on about. Well, that happened. Here, let's like I'm gonna just put this on the screen and we can chill. Floof the poof the floof. What? I don't know, dude. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure it's like a brilliant philosophical thing. All right. I feel smarter already. Did you get anything on the Steam summer sale? No, not really. I don't tend to buy many PC games cuz I prefer console gaming. Oops. I really prefer console gaming. I especially prefer buying games on the Switch, so that I can play them portably and whatnot. Um, I got a few games on the on the sale on the Switch because it was a sale. I got I don't know why I have this. Oh, thank you, thank you, Galen. Appreciate that. Yeah, I got this like a long time ago. It was like on sale for like $5 and it looked interesting, but I'm not a big Dragon Ball fan, so I don't know why I bought it. But yeah, I got the BioShock collection, I got the Harry Potter collection, and I got this game, Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen, which I actually kinda really like. Um 70. Yeah, dude. That's 70 that's even more than 73 cents. Damn. Well, I was joking, but I appreciate the donation. Thank you very much. Yeah, did I get anything else? I know I also got where is it? This Rock of Ages 2. I got Rock of Ages 3 as well because it was on sale. I don't know why it's not oh, there it is. Yeah. I got that recently. That was on sale like a month ago though. I still I kind of want this game even though it's a I don't know. I kind of want to play it. It makes me mad that it exists, but I kind of want to play it. shitty Kingdom Hearts rhythm game. Look, I like Kingdom Hearts, all right? I just do. I like Zelda games, yo. I really want, because I know it's coming out soon, the Zelda Skyward Sword remake. I really want to get that. That's gonna be dope. Dude, I hate it. They made it so you can't steal from this shop anymore. Such garbage. RuneScape is about all I play lately. I never got into RuneScape. I do recognize that a lot of people are just playing their old favorite game that makes them the most nostalgic, which I'm not against. That's it's one of the reasons I keep going back to shit like Kingdom Hearts, like 1 and 2. Because even though there's no, like, new games in the series regularly, like, at least, like, those old games, like, I still enjoy them, yo. I like Kingdom Hearts as well. I just didn't care too much for the virtual card deck stuff. Oh, yeah, no, I hate that shit. I mean, the one I have the most forgiveness for is Chain of Memories, because I played that on the Game Boy back in the day, and that was the first Kingdom Hearts game I ever played. And it was fine for a Game Boy game, and I didn't mind that they remade it in 3D and kept the card system, but, like, those shitty fucking mobile games. I hate mobile games in general. I don't think they should exist. I think a lot of them are pure fucking garbage and a total fucking scam, and anyone who creates them should be fucking ashamed of themselves. But I played them. I like... I'm a sucker. I'll admit I'm a sucker. They were garbage fucking games. And they're ending now, too. Link be hating bushes. Yeah, dude. Fuck them bushes. Fuck Bush. Alright. Link likes his, Link likes his fields, nice and clean shaven. Alright? Clean shaven fields. Dude, I love how, I put out notifications for this stream before it went down, and like I had like a really low view count, and then the stream went down, and I restarted it again without tweeting or anything about it, and now there's suddenly a bunch more people. YouTube works really weird. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, it's still a Friday night, so I'm you know, view count's gonna be down, but I'm glad y'all want to chill with me, yo. This be a chill stream, all right? We can just talk about whatever. It doesn't got to be about gaming. How is everyone doing tonight, though? Yeah. Wow, these graphics. Yeah, dude. These fucking graphics. I don't know if you're saying they're good or bad, but they're definitely better than on the Game Boy. Jamie, what's your favorite food? So I'm not much of a food person. But that being said, I do have some favorites. I don't know. It depends on my mood, really. I always love like spaghetti and meatballs, pasta in general, but like spaghetti is dope. Good good spaghetti. What? Why is... God damn it. But yeah, I don't know, like I like burgers. I like if the food is good, I'll like it. I don't really like sit around thinking too much about like, "Oh my God, what's my favorite food?" Hope everyone's doing well. Hells yeah. Hells yeah. I haven't been awake this late in a while. See, I forget that this is late for some people. For me, this is just like the start of my evening. And like, cause I mean it's 11:30 for me, but like, wait, what was I supposed to do? It's kind of late. Well, maybe for you, yo. I got a whole different schedule. God damn it. I wasn't paying attention to what he fucking said. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Oops. Yo, what up, Ann Kennedy? Hello. I'm a suffering bitch with my spinal problems, and I'm here because I know this will feed my brain with good stuff. Yo. Yo. Well, I'm sorry you're dealing with that, yo, and I hope you feel better. Hells yeah. I hope you, like, get some rest and shit and feel better. I know how much, pain can, be shitty. It's not fun to be in pain. I'd fucking out. My neck is like killing me. I've got this like involuntary, like you guys can probably see it. I got this like involuntary like neck twitch thingy that I can't help doing. And I was doing it last night during stream like constantly, and like it made my fucking neck very sore. And now like my neck is sore, but my neck is also still twitching, which makes it worse. And I'm just like, stop. Stop, yo. Have you beat the game yet? No, I have not. I'm still on my first playthrough. I want to know how much you helped me have better feels. Well, I'm really glad about that, yo. Sorry to hear about your pain. Yeah, dude. So, you know what? We're all in pain. Life is pain, all right? That's why we all got to hold hands and spread the love. Ease each other's pain a little bit, yo. That's what life is all about. What's my favorite Zelda game? My favorite Zelda game... I know this is somewhat controversial, but Wind Waker, I think, is still my favorite one to this day. I also really like Twilight Princess. Yeah, probably Wind Waker and Twilight Princess are my two favorites. The two that are not on the Switch, that should totally already be on the fucking Switch. I'm also really excited to, like I said, play Skyward Sword next month. I really want to play that game because I never got a chance to play it due to the shitty fucking Wii remotes. I hate the Wii remote, dude. I really, like, over the years have grown to, like, hate that goddamn Wii remote. Fucking giant-ass brick you gotta hold in your hand and wave around like a sword or whatever. Alright, Zelda... Wait. Taking the ghost home. Alright, so you take the ghost to its house. Oh, okay, so we have to go to his... wait. Walk inside the ghost... Oh, okay. So we gotta go to the cemetery. I want to do the first one again. I remember the maze still. You mean the original Zelda? See, I've never finished that game. I've always had a very hard time getting into like the old Zelda games. Oh, maybe I already got that. Yeah, I don't know why. Like, I've tried many times to finish that game, but it doesn't hold my attention. I also really like Minish Cap. That one was good. Another one I've never finished, and I know a lot of people get mad at me when I say I've never finished this one, but A Link to the Past, which is a good game. But I don't know, yo. Like, I enjoyed A Link Between Worlds way better. I thought it was really, really good. Oh, Cemetery. Okay, it's over there. I played it when it was new. Seemed so amazing compared to Mario. Yeah, dude. I played them when I was a kid, and like I had already played other Zelda games, and it was just kind of hard to go back. And I understand that too, because like there are certain games that like I enjoy, even though most other people will look at that. Like, for example, I enjoy Oblivion. Oblivion is a really fun fucking game. But a lot of people that I know that played Skyrim first cannot play Oblivion. And I get that. Like, you've played better games in the series, and it's like, like, this feels really primitive in comparison. But I do think I like that they're redoing these, and I really do want them to redo the original Zelda. The original, honestly, the first two need a remake. I think A Link to the Past needs a remake, and the Oracle games need a remake. All the other games really just need like a re-release. Have you ever played Skull Monkeys? No, I have not. The Super Nintendo one, I can't find, but I'm looking. The A Link to the Past, dude, that game is on like a shit ton of consoles. You can get that on the Switch if you have like the Nintendo online service thingy. Link to the Past is fun. The primary issue I always struggle with is no direction. So you have to look up what to do next. Yeah, no, that's one of my problems with it too. And that really like impedes my ability to enjoy a game when I feel like I have to be constantly looking up what to do next. Like when it's not obvious. Like I get really impatient with that shit. And as far as I'm concerned, like having to look up what to do in a video game it is not what I find fun about playing a video game. It almost feels like doing homework. Like, you gotta go do your fucking research. You gotta go, like, look up on the internet what to do next. It's not fun, yo. I would play Oblivion, but my 360 controller won't power, or the battery connects are corroded. Yeah, that always sucks. It sucks, too, because, like, yeah, the 360 is probably the best system to play Oblivion on that I own. Although if I ever get an Xbox Series X or Series S, I will probably play Oblivion on that. Me and Chess have been talking about that because we've been like, okay, it's really hard because we don't know like what console we kind of want to get next. If we want to try to get a PS5 or if we want to try to get an Xbox. You know, like, and there's not enough PlayStation Look, there's not enough exclusives on either, really. I don't even see a point in getting the new system yet. But in terms of what the two systems can do, I'm really torn because the Xbox Series S and X or whatever, like the new Xbox is, I don't know if y'all know this, but it's able to like emulate older systems, which is really fucking cool. Like, you don't have to mod it. You can just... it's completely legal. You just pay like $20 and you get access to a developer mode where you can install emulators and play whatever the fuck you want from older systems up to and including PS2, which is pretty fucking insane for a modern day console. So that's an interesting selling point. But then, like, the Series S and X can both do it, but the X is better because it has, like, a disk drive, which means all my old Xbox discs are also useful, and it just becomes, like, this powerhouse of, like, backwards compatibility, which is dope. The reason to get a PlayStation is because there's better exclusives, but, like, there's a shit ton of downsides, and it's just kind of like, I don't know, dude. Sony shit the bed, yo. Sony shit the fucking bed. And it's really sad because I normally go with Sony. Let's see. I'm not big at all on video games, but my teenager wants to get into one with me. What game do you suggest? That depends on like what kind of shit you'd be interested in, really. Like, are you more interested? Do you think you'd be more interested in like story or in like action or whatever? And like, because there's a lot of story-based games that have really... I mean, there's games that have good gameplay and story, but then there's ones that are more story-oriented that are closer to like walking simulators, which I don't really care for. And then there's shit like, like this with like, you know, puzzle solving and dungeons and interesting like gameplay loops that keep you wanting to play. I don't know. Like it's hard to know what to like recommend to someone who's not really into video games. She's an awesome kid, I bet, yo. The grave with flowers. I don't know where the grave with flowers is, yo. I don't see flowers. Maybe this isn't the place. Um, we like the scary shit. Um, if you like scary shit, like Resident Evil Village is really fucking good. Resident Evil 7 was good too, but like, yeah, the new one, Resident Evil Village, is fucking. It's scary too. It's dark. Like, the whole plot revolves around a dude who, starts off like, with his wife and kid in their little house, and like suddenly, um, his wife gets shot and his baby gets kidnapped and like, uh, uh, split into multiple pieces that you have to like go recover, um, in the hopes of restoring your daughter, and like it's good. It's got some really fucking scary moments. I like highly recommend that game if people are looking for a good horror game. Jamie, honest question. How do you feel about Rockstar games like GTA or RDR2? So, all right. I know a lot of people are going to say this is blasphemy, and a lot of people are going to think this is weird, especially because I work with Swegta. And I've been he's currently not working on Underhaven for the time being, but he was my co-host for a good long time, and Swegta is known as a rock star YouTuber, and a lot of people in our community really like Rockstar games. And I'll be honest, yo, I've never really been a huge fan. I've always enjoyed the concept of a sandbox game where you can run around a city and, just like destroy shit and, wreak havoc in the city and kill people and steal cars and whatever. And it's fun. It's a nice little cathartic game to play for like 20, 30 minutes to like, enjoy that shit as like some stress relief or whatever. But it's not a game that I've ever really been able to get into. I don't normally care for oh, that's where the grave is. Okay. I'm like walking around in circles and going completely the wrong way. Um what was I saying? Yeah, to like unwind, or if like I'm in a bad mood and I'm just like, I want to take out my aggression and frustration, whatever. I'll do that. I've never gotten into the story of a Rockstar game though, and I've never really gotten too deep into them. In fact, I don't like. That's one of the things that turned me off of GTA 5 was the fact that you start off on this like mission that almost feels like you're playing like Call of Duty or some shit. I'm just like, I don't care. Just let me run around the city and kill people, okay? Which is why, honestly, like, I kind of enjoy the Saints Row games a lot better because I think they take themselves a little less seriously, which I enjoy, and they have a little more to do in terms of like mini games and running around the world and achieving shit. So yeah, I really like the Saints Row games a lot better, honestly. Um, yeah, your Xbox One stuff. Yeah, so I would recommend like maybe try that if you're interested in like fantasy adventures or some shit like that. Try Skyrim. I really enjoy Skyrim because that's a game where you can just like lose yourself in. You create a character and you start on your little adventure and you can pretty much go wherever you want. You can take whatever quests you want to do. If you want to like be an assassin, you can go down that route. If you want to be a thief and be like a thief character that just steals stuff. That was my first character. I just like became a thief and like went from house to house robbing people and getting rich that way and then joining the Thieves Guild. I like that. I like games that offer like a lot of freedom. So I definitely recommend some shit like that if you've never gotten into that before. I love Saints Row, but I love Saints Row and Saints Row 2, but hate 3 and 4. See, I like 3 and 4 a little better. In fact, I like 4 because it's GTA but with superpowers. Like, and I will admit it kind of like gets stale after a while, but I also do think it's a lot of fun being able to just fly around a city, kill people, do little mini games and shit, and you know, do just it's a fun little game. You know, it's not like a masterpiece or anything, but I have fun with it. I enjoy the gameplay and satire in Grand Theft Auto. My favorite was 4 for the story and characters. Yeah, see, I've never gotten into the story and characters of those. I just really haven't. Um, Another game series that I highly recommend, and this is more like if you like Disney shit, and or if you like anime. This kind of like mixes like Disney with a very anime style. The Kingdom Hearts series I can never recommend enough. Now, for people who aren't maybe like big gamers, is maybe the first game a little you will probably have to look stuff up here and there, but it's a very good series, a lot of fun action, and a story that, you know, keeps me engaged, has kept me engaged over the years and coming back for more. um and I know you can get all the fucking Kingdom Hearts games on Xbox now. I've never really been a big Xbox gamer, so I can only tell you about games that are on multiple systems. Jamie, I think you would enjoy Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. I've heard of that game, and it's always intrigued me. Um, but I don't know enough about it. It seemed to me at first like it was a little more open, and then I looked into it a little more, and it seemed like it's basically just a very a walking simulator that lets you make a lot of choices. Yeah, I don't know. I've wanted to look into it more, but I've been intrigued, and I've been both intrigued and turned off by things I've seen about it. So I guess I would have to just play it, right, and find out for myself. Ogre Battle and Tactics Orgy are rare but awesome games on old systems. Yeah, I've never played those. Um, I don't know, yo. You kind of gotta just like play some shit and see what you enjoy, because I do maintain there are video games out there for fucking everyone. Like growing up, like uh uh I never thought my mom was the type of person who was into video games until one day she was, and like I introduced her to like well, actually, like she got us Animal Crossing because she just thought it was like a good kids game, and then my mom ended up enjoying it. And then, like, you know, she got into certain other games. I was like, damn, yo, my mom plays video games. I thought that was like the weirdest thing ever. But like, as I've like gotten older and met more people, I'm like, you know, like the video games, like people treated video games like it's something that only a certain type of people enjoy, when what it really is like video games is like any other entertainment media. It's like movies, it's like music, it's like TV shows, you know. I I don't know anyone, like sure there might be someone who's like, "Well, I don't like any movies or I don't like any music." But I would just argue to those people, "Well, you haven't discovered the right ones yet, you know?" Yeah, it's interactive art. That's very true. Um I just totally missed that fucking owl's speech. Um God damn it. I don't pay close enough attention. So I'm like, what? You like football and cars? Blammo, Rocket League. Yeah, I've never been interested in Rocket League. I have all the Kingdom Hearts games on PS4 minus KH3, and I've completed Birth by Sleep a couple. Oh, dude, Birth by Sleep is one of my fucking favorites. In fact, I recommend that most people who are new to the Kingdom Hearts series, instead of starting with Kingdom Hearts 1, start with Birth by Sleep. Um, and I know not everyone agrees with me, but yeah. What's the game where it's the character is a child in a hooded cloak running through the rain with shit and monsters? I'm such a boomer. Wait. I'm not sure what you're talking about. A child in a hooded cloak running through the rain with monsters? I can think of a few games that fucking describes that describes a scene in Kingdom Hearts in Kingdom Hearts. So I'm just like I don't know. You'll have to give me more details. Uh, um, if you want, I could buy it for you. It's on sale right now. Uh, sure. I'd never turn that down. If someone wants to send me a game, my Steam thing is out there. Are you able to send people things on Steam that aren't on their wish list? I think so. I do have my Steam thing out there. I agree with you entirely, Jamie, because I would say Birth by Sleep is the best place to start. Yeah. Oh, Little Nightmares. Yeah, I haven't played that. I have not played that one. Damn, yo, I missed what the owl told me to do. Whatever. I'll figure it out later. Yeah, Little Nightmares, loved it. Yeah, I don't really know what that genre is. I don't know what type of game that is, so I wouldn't be able to. You know what the dopest game of all time is? Adventure for Atari. It came out a decade before I was born, but you get to be a block with a sword that stabs glitchy pixel dungeons. Dude, I I remember trying to play that game, and it's interesting to say the least. The owl told you to head to Martha's Bay, I think. Oh, did it? That would make sense. Thank you for anyone. Thank you for paying more attention to this game than I was. I appreciate that. Yeah. Let's go back to Martha's Bay. That would make sense because that is where I came from. Um. Okay. Well, feel free to add me on Steam or whatever. I have to log into my Steam because Chess always logs me out to go into her account. I gotta play more Steam games, yo. Dude, you know what I need to, I need a proper fucking, desk chair, yo. The chair I'm sitting on right now is fucking terrible. If I got a proper chair, I'd be able to, like, sit here and game for hours and do... I'm gonna do that either way. I am gonna start doing, gaming streams here and on Twitch, where I just, like, try and play through a game. But yeah, dude, the fucking Steam summer sale, yo. The Steam summer sale. I remember when I first got my PC, like I bought a bunch of games on Steam because I was like, fuck yeah, I got a gaming PC now. I can play anything. And then I was just like, I still prefer gaming on consoles though. I still I still I still like my Switch that I can take with me places. And it makes me mad when there's a game I really like that's not on the Switch. Because I'm like, even though I don't leave the house much, I don't know what it is. I still just like having those games on the Switch. I wish Resident Evil 8 was on the Switch because I'd replay it again. I am going to replay it. I'm just not replaying it as quickly as I would. My desk chair came from the side of the road. Some tape, but it works. Yeah, dude. I do like your outfit though, Jamie. Thank you. Thank you. One of my lovely viewers sent me this. Actually, I think Ann Kennedy sent me this, if I'm not mistaken, from my Amazon wish list. Most of my clothes came from my viewers sending me shit. Adventure time, yo. We're doing adventure time. I wish I could stream 3DS games on here. Cause I got a lot of shit on my 3DS. Whoa, thank you, Mickey Richards. Hells yeah. Appreciate it, yo. That's $3 whole, yo. I've said it elsewhere and I'll say it here. Noita is a delightfully brutal and cryptic roguelike that will gladly insta you without warning or mercy. That sounds interesting. I like games that are hard, but I don't like games that are too hard, that feel like a chore. Like, for example, I enjoy Dark Souls, but, like, I have to take long breaks from Dark Souls in order to, like, not have it drive me crazy. God damn it. That's why I hate having, like, dude, I hate the cartridge shit. I hate that I can't just, like, oh, I'm gonna go to fucking Breath of the Wild now. I have to, like, nope, I have to go find the fucking cartridge and put it in there. I was gonna buy this game. I played the demo a little, because this was one game, because I remember back when it was on the GameCube, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, and I never got into it. Mostly because the opening sucks and doesn't pull me in the slightest. I feel like it's one of those games that once you get into it, it's fun, but like the openings to a lot of JRPGs is what's kept me from playing them. Because I do not have a lot of patience. You can practically become a god in Noita, but it takes oodles of caution, planning, and ingenuity. That sounds interesting. Yeah, yo. Dude, another game that's dope is A Hat in Time, yo. A Hat in Time. I really like that game. Gave me some serious Super Mario Sunshine vibes. And y'all know I love my Super Mario Sunshine. That is one of my favorite fucking games. Like, of all time. No, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm just going. I'm going, yo. I'm just a poor boy. I need no sympathy. No. You worthless fuck. Put some more on your Amazon wish list. Like I said before, I want to put some more in your closet because I got enough of my own clothes. Lol, dress you up with my... Well, I appreciate that. And I actually do... I have put a bit more clothes on my Amazon wish list. I had a bunch of shit on there, including random shit I probably don't need, but... Oh, I can go here now. Based. Never seen you before, but I just watched the debate with Paul. I really hope it was kayfabe. I really hope it was kayfabe because he was just bullying you nonstop. I may disagree with you on some things, but at least you let people talk. Yeah, no, like I've told a lot of people already, that was unfortunately not fucking kayfabe. Not in the fucking slightest. I went there to have a conversation with Paul, and he went there to just troll me. And I probably should have known better. I probably should have realized that... I don't know. Because, look, I've had decent conversations before with Paul. I've had cordial, adult conversations with Paul where, we've gotten along and shit. So I figured, we have a disagreement here. We can sit down and talk about it. And... I've even, moved over on a lot of the shit that we were arguing about. I probably would have been a lot less defensive if Paul didn't come at me with that attitude, If he'd have just sat down and like, okay, here's our differences and here's why I think you're wrong. And I'd be like, well, here's why I think you're wrong. I don't think I would have changed Paul's mind in anything, but he probably would have changed my mind already more because I listened to other people making some similar arguments that he made, and I was kind of like, yeah, okay, I see your point. Jesse Gender made a video about kink at Pride that I was like, oh, this is actually, okay, I see the point, And I still think Pride should be inclusive. I still think that should be a good goal, but I also think I also understand the fact that, yeah, it is historically a protest and still is in a lot of places, and especially in those places, I wouldn't tell people not to, dress however they want and be antagonistic or whatever, because I do realize a lot of that kink shit is meant to be antagonism towards the system. And at the end of the day, I just think there's a lot of nuance there. I think a lot of people wanted me and other people to come down on one side or the other of the issue and be like either all kink at Pride is good or all kink at Pride is bad. And Paul even tried, and a lot of the people in the audience were like, "Oh, you don't even have a position. You're trying to hold both positions at once. You're trying to be a fence sitter." And I'm like, "No, just because arguments on both sides can appeal to me doesn't mean I'm trying to fence sit or not make a position. Honestly, my position lies somewhere in between. It's nuanced. It's a lot more nuanced. And I think nuance is not only fine, but it's actually good. We should try to have nuanced opinions and, not act like tribalists and just be like, oh, well, I agree with this camp on this argument or I disagree with this camp. I can look at two camps that are arguing something and be like, okay, well, these people have some good points and these people have some good points, and what I believe lies somewhere in the middle. And at the end of the day, I've come to the position that I don't think it's an argument worth even having because I don't want to make changes to Pride. A lot of the things that I think about Pride and the things that I might change are things that are already being changed. So what's even the point? It's not even worth arguing. It's just kind of, whatever. It's kind of a moot argument that a lot of people got way too hyperbolic about. And I do kind of blame Vosh. I like Vosh. I agree with him on a lot of shit. But I think Vosh made that whole argument way too hyperbolic. And got a lot of people, really emotional about it. I know a lot of people got too emotional about it. And it was dumb. We can agree to disagree on shit. We can, have different approaches on shit. And, talk about what our disagreements are without getting so vitriolic. Come on. Yeah, I like you all. Well, see, yeah, there's a lot of people, and it's a sign of maturity when you can actually, get along with people you disagree with, or, find enjoyment or entertainment value from people you disagree with. And some people are not that mature, and it sucks. Which is why I really appreciate people who are. Dude, the more I play this game, the more I just really want Zelda 1 to be remade in this style, yo. We really need that. Sorry if you don't want to talk about whatever drama this. No. That's fine. I get it. There's people going to come in and ask questions. I know the very fact that I now mentioned Paul's name on this stream, someone's going to go tell him and be like, Jamie's talking about you again. And he's going to be like, God damn, you won't get my fucking name out of her mouth. And it's really disappointing that it's come to that I can't even, respond to my chat asking me about Paul without being accused of being obsessed. But it's also a sign that he really doesn't have much of an argument against me. That, like, that's the fucking shit that gets brought up to try to, like, make me look like an idiot. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. Like I've said before, I've got my disagreements with the dude, but I'd be willing to bury the hatchet. Even still, I'd like an apology if that were to happen. Because I don't think the way he treated me was acceptable at all, and I didn't appreciate being talked to that way. And I don't plan to engage with people who try to argue with me in that way again in the future. It's not a productive way to have a conversation, and I'm not gonna do that again. But I'm also never gonna like just I'm never just going to view someone as like a lost cause, as like, or as like, oh, like, I hate you for all time and you're worthless. And I'm never going to shit on other people who enjoy Paul and his content because, more power to you. All right. I've just kind of got to like disengage from that. I like how he says he doesn't care about it at all, but then he goes on to talk about why he doesn't care. Isn't that caring? Look, it's wait, you can't find my Amazon wishlist? I'm pretty sure it's in the description of all my streams. Here, let me take a look. Dude, it's just a paradox at this point. Oh, you say you don't care about something, but you're talking about it. You can talk about shit you don't care about. Because people use that argument against me, and I get like you're pointing out that Paul is doing that as well, but like at the end of the day, we all talk about shit. We all nobody's perfect, we all I try to disengage from certain God damn it. Sorry, audio I try to disengage from certain things, but then if something makes me mad, I'm still going to talk about it, and maybe I shouldn't, but I'm not going to beat myself up because I talked about something that I, didn't want to as much, or that I feel like is unproductive. I'll just be like, yeah, you know what, whatever. It was clearly on my mind and I wanted to talk about it, so I talked about it. Yeah, no, my Amazon wishlist is still in the description. It's, you gotta scroll down a bit, but it's near the bottom. It says Amazon wishlist. The link is down there. Yeah. Look, see? It's right there. A bunch of random shit. See? Clothes. Got some cosplay outfits. I really want to cosplay as Kyrie. I really do. I really do. One day. I'm gonna get this. Also, the Aqua costume is sexy as well. But like, I never cared for cosplay when I was before my transition, because there's not as many interesting male characters to cosplay as, but like, female like outfits are like way cooler. I'm so glad someone got me that red dress from Resident Evil 4. It's based. But yeah, feel free if anyone wants to send me some shit. I'll wear it on stream or whatever. Well, I do wear all the shit people send me on stream. Who is Brett Keane? How do you not know who Brett Keane is? I don't know if you're memeing, but Brett Keane is someone with bad person disease, okay? Yeah, fuck Brett Keane. Fuck Brett Keane. We do not cover Brett Keane on this channel or on Underhaven, alright? He does not deserve the attention. He is the very definition of a toxic, attention-seeking, total piece of human garbage. And, like, I don't even like talking about Shanny or any of that shit. I don't like... I just don't like the lolcow content anymore. I think it's better to just not prop these people up. I get it. A lot of people enjoy watching that shit, and I'll never, like, shit on anyone for enjoying that kind of content. I just I've had my fill of it over the years. I've had my fill of the lolcows. The Keyblade you chose is going to be interesting. Oh yeah, dude. The Oathkeeper Keyblade is like the best. Like, and it would go with either character. So yeah, dude. Oathkeeper. I'm sad. I had a Keyblade that I made out of wood in woodshop class. And I don't have access to it right now because it's at my grandmother's, far away in another land. Is that supposed to be a play on who is John Gull? I don't know what that is. If you want to learn about the Brett Keane lore, watch the King of the Manatee YouTube channel. Yeah. Yeah, there's channels out there where you can watch that shit. How did you find TJ and the rest of the gang? I'm relatively new as he pulled me out of the anti-SJW right-ish in 2015 or so. I first discovered The Amazing Atheist because I was a fan of James Rolfe and the Angry Video Game Nerd. And James Rolfe did a video titled Ghostbusters 2016 or why I'm not reviewing Ghostbusters 2016. I don't know. Whatever. He made that video, and I remember watching it. And, he made some good arguments for why it was dumb to watch it, and or why he thought the movie looked dumb. And the very next video that was suggested was TJ responding to all the backlash that James Rolfe got from that. And I watched TJ, and I immediately felt like the George Carlin vibes coming off him, because I was a big fan of George Carlin, and I could tell he was influenced by George Carlin as well. And I was like, yeah, you definitely got some Carlin vibes going on here, and I like TJ's energy, and so I watched more of him. And I was still religious at this time too, but I watched more of his content. I remember going to my friends at church and being like, oh yeah, dude, I got a new favorite YouTuber. I was like, okay, now before I say anything, all right, just hear me out. His name is The Amazing Atheist. I was like, now look, he doesn't just talk about atheism. He talks about a lot of other shit, and it's really good. And eventually he pulled me down the atheist thing, pulled me out of religion. And, yeah, I've been watching him ever since. Honest question, Jamie. How do you feel about painted nails? I like painted nails. I don't paint them myself because I don't have the patience to sit down and wait for them to dry, honestly. I'm way too ADHD. I'm always doing shit and picking shit up and whatever. And so, like, I just kind of never get around to painting my nails, but I do like it. I do think painted nails look nice. I was looking up fat people and crap and found his McDonald's or Wendy's rant. Yeah. No, he's got some good videos. I've watched them over the years, and I've gotten I got a lot more invested and then a little less invested in later years, and now I'm just I'm kind of friends with TJ. We're not super close or anything, but he knows who I am and doesn't think I'm a piece of garbage. Paul does, but that's a whole other thing. But now they're good dudes. They're doing a decent show over there. I'm just kind of doing my thing now, yo. And I will admit, I have been heavily inspired by TJ and Paul as well. You know, I've definitely gained inspiration from those people. I know some people try to make that out like that's a bad thing to be influenced by others, but we're all influenced by others. We're all an amalgamation of our influences, of our, you know, our experiences, the shit we've been exposed to. And I've been very heavily influenced by people like George Carlin, TJ, Vosh, probably others that I can't think of, but yeah. I love the people trying to tell me I'm like some unoriginal dumb bitch who can't think for myself when like a lot of the people they look up to will even tell you, "Oh yeah, oh, I'm influenced by this person or that person." I mean, tell me that TJ isn't like an amalgamation of like Nietzsche, Manson, and Carlin, okay? Like you just put those three people in a blender, you'd get TJ. Or something pretty close to TJ. As I've said, you've grown a lot. Well, that's all we can ever try to do is try to keep growing as people, try to keep improving ourselves and getting better and better. You know? Try to work on yourselves. Nobody's perfect, and you'll never be perfect, and it's important to recognize that and always keep trying to work to better yourself. The minute you think you've learned everything and there's no need for you to improve is, as far as I'm concerned, the minute you become worthless to society and you can just go fuck off. We don't need you, okay? He used to have more Nietzschean influence. Not sure now. Yeah, I don't know. He's kind of all over the place. Do you have your ears pierced? Yes, I do. Actually, it's hard to see them because normally my ears are covered. But yeah, I mean sometimes I'll have my hair like this. I just hate putting my hair back because it kind of reveals my hairline that I'm not a fan of. You can see the masculine hairline. I don't agree with everything, not even most things, but I owe a lot to him for showing me I can think for myself regardless of what others think. Yeah, and that is very important. That is very fucking important. And again, that's one of the reasons why I held TJ in a little too high regard for a long time. But hey, we all live and learn, you know? We get older, shit balances out. We come to better understandings of ourselves and the world around us. How to be as people. That's how you get better, yo. All of the people I watch, I have to say, Mendham is probably my favorite. He basically speaks the harshest truth. I have never been able to get into Mendham. That's not to, like, disparage him or anything. I just, he always seemed kind of really, depressing and boring. Like, his content seems to me, like, even more depressing than Paul's, which is saying something. Does anyone remember the Man Tits song? Yeah, dude. Man tits, man tits, man tits, man tits. I haven't talked to Gary in years. He's a bit off. Yeah. From what I've seen of him, he seems a bit off. I'm sure he's a good enough dude, though. I don't know anything about him. Gary, where are you? God damn it. Those old memes, yo. Actually, that was in reference to a G-Man, wasn't it? Not even in Mendham. All the Garys, yo. Jamie, I've fallen down a rabbit hole of Matt Pratt's vids. Mostly... Matt Pat vids. Mostly film theory and food theory. I mean, Look, Annie really doesn't like Matt Pat, and I don't get why, because I think he does make some good videos. There's no shame in liking Matt Pat. You know what channel I've been watching a lot lately? I watch this one on and off constantly, but a really good channel that talks about like TV shows, especially like a lot of adult cartoons, is Wisecrack. I actually really like the channel Wisecrack. They do some good deep dives into television. I went to Amazon. I'm stupid, right? What? You ain't stupid. Gotta be more positive to yourself, yo. Jamie, do you prefer a certain hair color or a lipstick color? You talking about for myself? I was like, I like red hair in general. I like having red hair, and I've always found red hair very attractive. In terms of lip color, I feel like pink is probably what works the best. I'm stupid, dumb right now, lol. Well, Annie can't be right about everything. Annie is not right about everything, all right? Annie is also very wrong about the what's it? The Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. Those are garbage. I don't know Matt Pat. He's that guy that goes, but that's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching. Yeah, dude. No, Matt Pat's good. He's got some good shit. Can you put the Amazon link so I can buy? It's in the description. Here, I'll post it again. Why not? I might as well just fucking post it in the chat. There you go. Pretty sure that leads to my wish list. Hells yeah. I really want to show you some love. Well, I appreciate that, yo. I wish I could show all of y'all the love. I wish I could spread the love and make everyone feel it deep down in their hearts, yo. All the love. Good vibes and love, yo. And hopium. Anyone ever have a moment where you sulk over all the bad you've done? Maybe. Yeah. Honestly, at the end of the day, you gotta just not beat yourself up too much. You gotta be charitable with yourself. That's not to say just let yourself off the hook for everything, but like try to be understanding of yourself as well as other people. Like being charitable in general is so goddamn important. Like charitability in general is a very important thing, because and it starts with being charitable to yourself, okay? Once you're charitable with yourself, you can be charitable with others. Once you understand your own thought process, why you've done certain things, why you've made decisions, and honestly, like a good step towards like becoming a better person is being able to admit the wrong that you've done. So that's already a reason to beat yourself up slightly less if you're already willing to like acknowledge where you fucked up and what you've done wrong, and you know, the fact that you realize it's wrong and you want to fix it and not do that anymore, you're already on the right path. So, you know, be able to like criticize yourself and be like, yeah, you know, I fucked up here and there. I've done these things and they're shitty. However, I also understand that I'm a human being, and you know, I'm doing my best on whatever level. Even if I didn't always do my best, I'm trying now, right? I'm trying to be a better person, and you know, we all make mistakes. We all fuck up. Nobody's perfect. We've all done some fucked up shit in our lives. Nobody is superior to anybody. Everybody is pretty fucking horrible and worthless to some extent. So, Yeah, don't be too hard on yourself. But by the same token, don't be too hard on others either. This is learning to be charitable with yourself and others is a really valuable tool towards being able to like have a more positive impact on others, because rather than being judgmental and like just shitting on people for their decisions or whatever, and shitting on yourself, but because I do believe like being judgmental towards others is a form of like projection. It's a form of projecting our own self-loathing, what we hate about ourselves as humans, onto others, and trying to hold them accountable for shit that we secretly deep down think that we should be held accountable for. And it can be very unhealthy to like let that take over. It's important to be charitable and understand that, humanity sucks, life sucks. We're all struggling, we're all trying to like go through life, and you don't know anyone's story, and no one knows your full story. And while it's not good to like have like a victim mentality of like, oh well, I'm not to blame for any of my decisions, that's not good by any means, to be like, oh well, I'm just a victim of circumstance, and like, that's bad. But by the same token, people want to go all the way in the other direction and be super critical and super, like, we're all responsible for every decision we make, and everything is shitty. We're all shitty fucking people. We gotta find that middle ground. We gotta be able to like be understanding of ourselves and others. It's very fucking important. Because, not to the point where we make excuses for ourselves and for our shitty behavior, but god fucking damn it. Dropped over my bowl twice in a row. But yeah, not to like the extent where we're just like making excuses, but also don't beat up on yourself or others. Like, charitability is a good tool, but it goes both ways, and just as anything, you can have too much of a good thing, right? That's why you gotta be nuanced in everything, You gotta find that middle ground. Find that middle ground in everything, Right, being our better selves is important to grow as people. Yeah, it is. I agree with the sentiment, but some individuals are definitely superior to other individuals. MLK is far superior to David Duke, for example. No, sure, but like in a general sense, okay? Look at most people. Most people are not all that superior to anyone else, all right? We're all... In fact, MLK had his flaws, and he wasn't a perfect person either. At the end of the day, we're all people. We're all flawed. We have stuff that's good about us and stuff that's bad. And yeah, there are definitely people that are worse than others. But, I'm obviously David Duke is like beyond the pale. But there are people who listen to him, who they have those positions not because they're necessarily hateful, but because they're just ignorant and don't know any better. And so I'd rather try and educate people and, try to teach people, rather than just like assume that all people who have some kind of fucked up ideology are just a lost cause forever. Now that doesn't mean that everyone is going to be convinced, and you definitely won't be the one to convince everybody, but like just try to have like a basic baseline charitability for most people, and realize that like most people are just trying to survive. Most people are doing their best, trying to like find happiness, same as the rest of us. And life is hard on all of us. Life is pain for most of us. So recognize that, and don't put yourself above or below other people. Just recognize we're all going through shit. we all have our advantages and our disadvantages, and yeah, some of us accomplish more than others, and some of us do more good than others, but we're all people, and we all have the potential to be really decent people, and we all have the potential to be really horrible people. And, you know, you're right that the vast majority isn't one of those extreme ends of the good and bad spectrum. Yeah, like, fuck false dichotomies, all right? The truth usually lies somewhere in the middle, even if it ends up being closer to one side than the other. For example, the political spectrum, right? I don't like extremism of any kind. I also don't like centrism. I think centrists are idiots. I think, but I don't think like going like all the way to the left. I think that the truth lies somewhere in the middle. It's closer to the left. It's probably way over on the left, but like, you know, nothing has to be like an extreme. It's this end of the spectrum or that end of the spectrum. Everything is a gradient. Everything is nuanced. It's not all just black and white. It's not all just good and evil. And I think a lot of people, even people that know that on some level, have difficulty acting as if everything isn't black and white. And it can be kind of a problem. Just sincere honesty and my... What? Just sincere honesty and my common fair share of humanity. I don't know what you're referring to. There are no real centrists. It's a bad term. Yeah, no, I agree with that. Most people that use the term centrist are actually just neo-libs that don't understand, like, the political spectrum. Yeah. Anyway. How do you feel about veganism and vegetarianism? I'd like to be a vegan or a vegetarian. I believe a lot of this factory farming is unethical. I believe eating meat in general is unethical on some level, but we also need it to survive, and there aren't a lot of great alternatives. And it's something I'll fully admit I'm a hypocrite on the veganism thing. I think it's fucked up, but I don't really do anything to try to make it better. And I recognize that as a flaw in myself. Veganism is expensive. Yeah, it kind of is. I was saying that's all I want out of life and from others. Oh, yeah. I'm an extreme, moderate, independent, and dissident. Yes. Anyway, I should probably wrap this up. I've been going a little longer than I wanted to. Even though this has been a short stream, I started way later than I wanted to, so... I'll give the chat a minute for some final memes. I'm just trying to cut down on pork and beef. Yeah, I'm trying to cut back on some things, too. I've heard that veganism is pretty classist. I mean, it kind of is. It's hard to be a vegan if you're not, like, well off. Like, I can't afford to be a vegan. Maybe one day I will. If y'all help me out, you know, help me get to that point where I can afford to support myself just doing YouTube. And yeah, I don't know. Thank you, Ann Kennedy. I really fucking appreciate that. Have a good night, everyone. Yeah, yo, it was nice meeting you too, Brandon. Thanks, everyone, for chilling, stopping by, chatting, hanging out, maxing, relaxing, all cool. I'll see y'all next week. As usual, I don't really do anything on weekends, but next week I'm going to be doing a patron show. I'd like to do a commentary of the movie Left Behind, the original one with Kirk Cameron, for the patron content. if I don't do that this month, it'll be next month, but there will be a patron show next month. If you're not a patron, feel free to join for only $2 a month. Gets you access to all my previous private shows and all the future ones. And I've had some pretty good shows, some pretty interesting discussions, some good shit. Watch both Left Behinds? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not watching the Nicolas Cage one. Fuck that. No, I don't watch Hunter Avalone. But yeah, also, feel free to drop some donations if anyone feels like doing that. It really helps me out. Feel free to follow me on social media. Follow me on Twitter. Join my Discord where you can get some where you can get notification rolls to let you know anytime I go live on this channel. YouTube is not good at notifying people for when I go live, so that's a good thing y'all can do right there. Also, follow me on SoundCloud, yo. Where I have my music. I know I don't got enough music up there yet, but it's coming soon, yo. It's coming fucking soon. Yeah. That's about all for now. I love all of y'all. Y'all are beautiful. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful night. Peace out, y'all.